For this trick, we're going to use two decks of cards. I have a blue deck and I have a red deck. Now, Vinny, I want you to shuffle the red deck, and I'm going to shuffle the blue deck. And after we're done shuffling, we're going to trade decks. All right, so I'm going to give you the blues, you give me the red. All right, now I want you to cut the deck any way you want. Look at the card you cut to. Don't show me. Just look at it, memorize it, and then place it back on the other pile. Now complete the cut. Now cut the cards one more time to just lose your card somewhere in the deck. Now we're going to trade decks again. And what I want you to do is find your card in my deck. I'm going to find my card in your deck. And when you find it, just place it on the table. My card. All right, that's your card. Now, what are the odds that we would have picked the same card? This is a classic do as I do trick. What I really like about it is that it can be done with borrowed decks of cards. You just need two decks. There's absolutely no setup needed, so this can be done at any time. The entire secret to this trick is that you have to glimpse at one card. And that's easy to do because as you're explaining to them that you're going to have them take these cards and shuffle them, you're going to tilt the cards back to yourself and look at the bottom card. So in this case, it's the Queen of Clubs. That's the only thing I have to remember for this entire trick to work. So you'll have them shuffle the red cards while you shuffle the blue cards. You're going to do an overhand shuffle, holding on to that bottom card and bring it all the way to the top. So just keep pulling until you get to that last card, bringing the queen to the top. Now you'll trade decks with the spectator and ask them to cut the cards anywhere, and you'll do the same. And you're going to look at the card you cut to and memorize it. Now they'll be memorizing this card, the Six of Hearts. You'll be looking at this card, but it doesn't really matter what card it is because you're not going to memorize it. You're going to forget about it. Now both of you will place these cards on top of the other pile. So you're essentially taking the card that they selected and putting it next to the only card that you know the position of. Now both of you will complete the cut and cut the cards one more time to really lose their card inside the deck. Now you'll switch packets again, and you'll tell them that they're going to look for their card in your deck. You're going to look for your card in their deck. So as they pick your deck up, they're going to be looking for the Six of Hearts because that's their card, and you're going to ask them to place it on the table face down. What you're actually doing is looking through their cards for your key card, which is the Queen of Clubs. As soon as you see the Queen of Clubs, you know the very next card is the card that they selected, and you'll place it on the table right next to theirs. Now for the reveal, you can take it slow, explaining to them the odds of two people cutting to the exact same card in two different decks of cards, select them and put them on the table. So you selected the Six of Hearts, and then slowly flip yours over to show that you get the same card. One question that comes up whenever I teach this trick is what happens if when they cut for the second time, they cut right between the card they selected and the key card that you know? It's not a problem. You'll still easily be able to find it. In this case, their card's going to be the bottom card. Now, you wouldn't know that as you're looking through the deck, but when you see that your key card is the very top card of the deck, in this case, the Queen of Clubs, you know that the bottom card is the next card, and this one has to be their card.